So this time we are working the hips, the knees and the ankles. And we're going to use a chair for a bit of support for these exercises as well. So the first thing you need to do, get your chair and then stand with your feet nice and wide. So about shoulder width. You can see I've got my toes turned out, they're pointing into the corner of the room. So when I bend my knees in a second, you can see my knees are going to go over the toes because that will put less pressure through the knee joint. Also opens out the hips quite nicely. So let's start. Hand on the hip. We'll warm those legs up a little bit with some knee bends. So here we go. We do a little bend into the legs and stand up tall. Bend into the legs and stand up tall. So I've got my back nice and straight. I'm looking straight ahead. And you'll notice that I'm not going too deeply into the legs. Just a little bend, that's all I want, because I'm just starting to warm those legs up. Okay, just warming the joints up. Wonderful. Okay, couple more. So we go down, stand tall, go down and stand tall. We're going to add in a little stretch this time. So this arm goes out to the side. We go down into the legs. We stand tall. Then we reach to the side and repeat. So we go down, stand tall and reach to the side and repeat. That's it. So we get a nice little stretch down the side of the body. But because I'm lifting my heel as well to get that reach going, we're working through the ankle as well. Here's the last one. Reach and rest there. Wonderful. Bring that arm down and we'll bring the feet back in so they're about hip width this time. We've got the hands on the hip. We're going to do a high knee lift into a leg straightening. So I'm using my leg the furthest away from the chair. So we're going to pick up the knee. We're going to straighten the leg. And can you see I've got it straight as I can possibly take it. Bends the knee again and lower the foot. So we do it again. So we lift the knee, straighten the leg. So I'm straightening the leg, pointing down to the floor. Okay, and then we do it again. So it's not just about bending the joints. Sometimes we don't always fully straighten them on a lot of exercises. So to really make sure we're getting the most out of that lovely movement that each joint can make, we want to fully straighten it. Okay, now out to the side this time. We do a little lift to the side as well. So we'll start again. We'll lift the knee, straighten the leg, lift the knee and lower. We swing it out to the side and repeat. So we're working the outside of the hip as well this time, okay, because it's this action that we don't often do every day. We don't often stand there swinging the legs out to the side, do we? So it's good to take the hip through movements that it doesn't usually do on a day-to-day basis. That's it. Here's the last one. Swing and release. Wonderful. So this time we're going to do a little bit more around the hips, a little bit of hip rotation this time. So using this leg furthest away from the chair, up onto the ball of the foot, we're going to turn the knee out and turn it back in. Turn it out and turn it back in. So I've just got a bit of light pressure through that foot so I can swivel easily. That's it. And I'm being mindful of keeping this pelvis nice and still, because then I can really get the benefit of the movement through that hip. We're going to add in a little kick. So here we go. We open it, we kick it, bend and return. Rotate, kick, bend and return. Rotate, kick. That's it. So again, a nice straight leg as you kick it out. That's it. That's the last one. Bring it in. Wonderful. Now, this time, you're going to turn and face the chair. So I'm standing nice and close. I'm going to take a nice big step back. Okay, so I've just got my fingers just resting on the chair there for a bit of support. I'm just going to have to lean myself slightly forward though, okay, because I want to make sure I'm holding on really well now. So we're going to work through the hip again. So this time, I'm going to do my left leg, okay, so you can do the same leg as me. So we're going to pick the knee up, we're going to bring it up towards the chest, and then we're going to straighten out the leg behind. So I don't lift it high as it goes out to the back, just a little lift. Bring the knee in, and then lengthen it out. Bring the knee in and lengthen it out. That's it. So we bend the knee up and we fully straighten that leg again as we send it behind. Here's the last one. And then we'll rest the feet there. stand up nice and tall, and it's time to do it on the other side. So I'm standing with wide feet again, toes turned out, ready for the knee bends. Here we go. So we bend into the knees and stand up tall. So now we've already done it on the one side. As you bend the knees this time, the legs should be getting a little bit warmer, so you might find it's a bit easier to bend into those knees. So we go down and stand tall. That's it. Wonderful. Here's the last one. That's it. And then we're going to take the arm out and add in the stretch. So here we go. We go down, stand tall, send the arm over and repeat. Here we go. Down, stand tall, send the arm over and again. Down, stand tall. That's it. Wonderful. Getting that nice stretch again down the side of the body. Wonderful. And we'll rest there. We'll bring the feet in so they're hip width. Hand on the hip, working the outside leg furthest away from the chair. We're going to lift the knee and straighten the leg. Stand up nice and tall. Here we go. We pick up the knee. We straighten the leg down to the floor. Pick up the knee and then lower it down. And again, so we lift up the knee. We straighten the leg, pick up the knee and lower. That's it. So if you find that you can't lift the leg too high, you can lift the knee a little bit. Okay, you can still add in that straightening, just keep the leg a little lower. That will work fine. Now we're going to add in our little lift to the side, so we swing it out to the side and then we go back to the beginning. So we lift and straighten, lift, here we go, to the side, lift and repeat. Pick the knee up, straighten the leg. That's it, still standing up nice and tall, so keep looking straight ahead the whole time you're doing it. That's it, wonderful. Here we go, here's the last one. Take it out to the side and rest there. Wonderful. Okay, so this time, the hip rotation. So again, working on the same leg, you lift the heel, we're going to rotate the knee, or rotate the hip I should say, and send the knee out to the side. Okay, so we're working on that hip rotation, keeping the pelvis nice and still. That's it. And he goes round to the side. And it's important that you don't force this movement, just work within your own range. So let's add in a little kick on the next one. So we rotate, kick, bend and return. Rotate, kick, bend and return. That's it. Rotate, kick, bend, last one. Rotate, kick, bend and return. Lower the heel. I'm going to turn and face the chair again. So I'm going to stand nice and close, take a nice big step back, lean forward slightly, so I'm just holding on to it really well. I've got a nice bit of support. I'm going to do my right leg this time. So we're going to bring the knee up towards the chest. We're going to straighten out the leg behind, bring the knee in towards the chest, straighten out the leg behind, and again, bring the knee in and straighten it out. That's it. So again, just working within your own range. So if you can pick the knee up nice and close to the chest, fantastic. And then fully straighten it as you take it out the back. That's the last one. And then we can stand up nice and tall to finish.